Calvin Hall was originally located where MacBride Museum of Natural History is now. However, shortly after it was made, university officials decided on a neoclassical design for the four buildings that are centered around the old Capitol, also known as the Pentacrest. Calvin Hall's brick appearance just didn't quite fit with their design. But, thanks to science professors Thomas MacBride and Samuel Calvin's requests, the building was not destroyed.
So what do? Do you tear down a 20-year-old building? I don't think so. What you're going to do instead is move the thing across the street. And that's exactly what they did during the summer of 1905. Calvin Hall, as we see it today, is actually situated 180 degrees around from its original orientation, so that it is now facing Jefferson Street from the north.
Sometimes students have to take summer school, but for students in 1905 Calvin Hall, which was then known as the Science Building, it was a slightly different experience.
Classes continued to be held in the building. You couldn't do that today, of course. It would be very unsafe, and there would be, I'm sure, a lot of liability issues attendant. But in 1905, the firm that had agreed to move the building also assured the university that it could still be a functioning building, even in transit.
Throughout the slow and careful move, Calvin Hall didn't suffer a crack. Over 100 years later, Calvin Hall is still located on Jefferson Street, just north of the Pentacrest, and is still standing strong.
You save a perfectly fine building. The natural science faculty are happy because they get to keep their original facilities. And aesthetically, the central campus becomes much more attuned to the overall plan of having this neoclassical consistent look.